Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! This is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you in the month of December, since it is Christmas time and the holiday time, about Lizzie McGuire Season 2 Xtreme Xmas. So, I've never really talked about Lizzie McGuire before. I've just mentioned how, I love the old school Disney Channel shows, and I always say Lizzie McGuire, but I never actually talked about it. So since it's the holidays and everything, I might as well talk about at least this episode. One day in the future, I will be talking about the rest of the series. So, Lizzie McGuire, it came back in the early 2000s. Or maybe it actually came out in the late 90s. I'm actually not sure. I know I remember watching it around 2000, 2001. So maybe the early 2000s. Now, what's interesting about this is the old Disney formula where shows only get around 60 something episodes. So this series only got like 2 seasons. It was very popular. It basically had that Harry Potter formula. What is that? That is when your kids are talking about this character and they keep telling their parents about this person, and the parents think that this character is real, asking when the birthday is and all this other stuff, only for their child to be all like, "Oh no, it's a fictional character," and then so it grew in popularity and everything. This was the true pinnacle start of what started this whole like female-led Disney Channel shows on Disney Channel. Because before, like, even though this is a family show, like, you had Even Stevens, which was a boy-girl, like, sitcom. Then you had, like, The Jersey, which was, like, a group of kids and their magical Jersey type thing. You had, So Weird and stuff. But this was the show that started the whole Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Wizards of Waverly Place, Stuck in the Middle, so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because of this one show. And whenever I do like the rundown review and stuff like that, I'll get more in depth because this series has some drama behind the scenes, especially when it comes to spin-off shows and revivals and stuff. But yeah. So this episode is unique because it's actually the first episode that does not have the Miranda character. The Miranda character was Lizzie's best friend who was Mexican. And so this is when Lelaine left the show because she was having some personal issues and stuff back in Disney days. Now, since this aired out of order, they did not explain where Miranda was. It's just like she's just not there. Now, of course, after this, they kept explaining in every episode, oh, Miranda's here, Miranda's there, Miranda's not here, stuff like that, you know? Now, what's really unique about this, they're having like a charity drive type thing, and there's a person pretending to be Santa. Who is it? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Yes, Steven Tyler himself. He's playing Santa Claus with one of the worst fake beards ever. And so Gordo and Lizzie, they're chatting it up, how they're supposed to make like floats for Christmas. And so they want to do like the best they can. Their friend Larry Tugman, he's doing like a Star Wars theme thing. So he's doing his on his own. So he's basically in his own little world in this episode. And so like Kate, who is Lizzie's arch enemy and everything, she is of course making a float, but she has her dad's handyman to do it for her. And Kate's cousin is in this episode. What's ironic is that Kate's cousin is played by Haley Duff, and Haley Duff is the real life sister of well, crap, what's her name? Hillary Duff. And what's so ironic is that she doesn't even look that much like Hillary. She looks more like the Kate actress. So they look more like relatives than actual sister. So there's like a Santa elf little helper dude. He's an older man. May he rest in peace. He passed away in 2017. On the show, his name is Nobby Frosty Bump or something like that. The weirdest name ever. So like he's there, he's talking about like the Christmas holidays and the spirit and all this other stuff. And all Lizzie could talk about is beating cake. That's the only thing she cares about. So in this episode, Lizzie's gonna learn a lesson. This episode's a little weird and strange. She kind of learns her lesson a little too fast, and it's a little too bizarre. And it was around that time when the show was coming to an end. I think this is like episode 20. And when Miranda left, that's when the show just got weird and stuff. It just didn't feel fun no more, you know? It felt out of place. And so like um and what's even interesting that you used to see like Lizzie's little animated self who she talked to in her head. We see her a lot less now. And so because I guess she's getting older and stuff. So anyway, they're busy like talking about the float, and Lizzie's trying her best to make the float, but every time somebody's supposed to help her, they get interrupted. So like the parents are talking to Nobby and everything, and it's weird because it's like you get the sense that he's magical more than that. Because when he talks to the dad, Lizzie's dad, he's all like, "You used to have an easy bake oven when you was little," and the dad's just kind of like, he doesn't even ask how the dude knows that. He's just so embarrassed. He tries to change the subject about like using his power drill and stuff. And it's kind of like, how did he know that, you know? And so like at some point, Lizzie goes back home and boom, Nobby is there near her Christmas tree. And it's kind of like, is he Santa for real? Like it's one of those, like, I'm thinking, you know, it could be anything, you know what I'm saying? But then, oh no, he's hanging out with her family and helping out and stuff like that. And so, like, he constantly keeps talking about the Christmas spirit and everything. And so you just kind of think to yourself, is this dude, like, legit Santa or something? He gets a call. And the call is from the old folks' home where he stays at. And apparently they're not going to have no water and stuff because their pipes are messed up. So so Lizzie's family is all like, well, we'll help you out and everything. Like, how hard could it be? But Lizzie doesn't want to go because she wants to finish her little float thing. So she's the only person who just doesn't go. And so like, she gets so tired of doing her float that she passes out and go to sleep. And when she sleeps, she has one of those type Christmas dreams. So Nobby comes in and he's all like, you're being selfish and blah 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 blah, and it's the Christmas time, and here's the Christmas of futures past or some crap like that, which is her mom. And then her brother comes in and tries to teach her a lesson, and the dad comes in and tries to, but then he gets interrupted. So it's one of those, and she's all like, you're right, I am being selfish, and you know, them old folks need me and blah 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 and stuff like that. And so then she races on over to where the old folks home is. I don't know how she got there. She doesn't have her license. She doesn't have a car. How in the world did she get over there? But anyway, she gets over there in record time, and she helps fix the stuff. And somehow she knows now how to fix pipes and everything. I guess her dream told her how, and it's just so weird and stuff. So then they're at the little float thing. And so, you know, they're at the parade and this and that. And then all of a sudden, there's her float. Somebody fixed it up. And she's all like, who? I didn't do it. And so they're like, maybe it was Santa and stuff like that. And then, you know, Santa comes over, who is still Aerosmith, and he's talking to her and this and that. Then all of a sudden, he's on the float and boom, he's just Steven Tyler. And he's just rocking out. And you get a nice concert too. And I love watching this man sing. Like the way he holds his mic, the way he sings and everything, like he's really electric, you know what I'm saying? Now there's some kids in the crowd that's talking to him and it's weird. They kind of look like him. They're probably like his nieces, nephews, or kids or something like that. I don't know. And then so it basically just like ends, and it's just a weird, bizarre episode with Steven Tyler as Santa. Bah humbug, that was a good episode. All right, everybody, I'll talk to you later. Bye.